Bros, and let's just have this video played.
I deserve to have a traditional wife. They want to go be a passport bro. And I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's going to be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love, she's marrying for your green card. So
are you against passport bros or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife? If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like, what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman, and she's going to realize, like, this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat on you.
Alright, so it is a very fair point to think about this, and I'm just gonna put on myself on that level as well. Basically, she was describing like what I used to be like as well, and it can be like that as well. You know, I'm not disagreeing what she's saying. However, with my recent, I don't know have I uploaded yet, but with my recent videos that I've uploaded, it was about like how the Chinese philosophy on adulthood. Adulthood is basically, you classify adulthood when you're married. You know the real reality of the world. It's not what it used to be. Like, you know, you can just eat whatever you want, sleep whatever you want, you play games, 10 hours, you can be lazy off or whatever. But when you don't have the strong fundamental, and when you get into marriage, or let's just say the passport bros, it makes life even difficult and it pushes you on the edge. And depending on your stamina, on your individual, how you're gonna cope with problem solving, conflict or making more money or whatever, it's gonna push you to that edge. But the problem is, how much is that gonna mature you into parenthood or fatherhood, getting to that level? Because with the Western world, in the infantilization, it's very strong among the Western world. It's okay to think like a child, it's okay, but it's not really setting us up for being a provider or X, Y, and Z. And for me to look at it, I'm like, okay, she has a really good point on this, and it really reflected on me. And however, and what I've learned from my parents, like long time, trying to ingrain my brain, 灵活狡猾, means that you're switched on, and then you go, sometimes you don't have to go by everything by the books. You just gotta work sideways. You gotta work by your own means. If you don't work sideways and you work straight like that, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. That's basically, how it is. Obviously, you have that sense with the Westerners, like myself, doesn't get my shit together and got into myself with my current partner, and I had to learn that maturity level from probably 1 or 2 years to get to where I am today. And she's pretty bang on a lot, but how many of the guys is going to be waking up onto that stage is going to be very slim. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the infantilization, the schooling, the family has failed to raise a proper kid, or not listening, very rebellious, because we have this freedom, we can do whatever we want. And when you have like that, this is where it becomes a problematic, where we have social media, and then cost of living is going up, and obviously regardless if it's a foreign and international girl or perhaps a local girl, it's not going to get with you. Like 80k is nothing nowadays in Australia. But if I can't get a local girl, then I have to pick every continent, whatever out there, just to get a girl, and fear of getting a green card. It's just buying that time on that experience. And when you're going to get cheated on or whatever, that's a different story. I'm not going to say anything about that because everyone's is different. But everyone's just asking this traditional wife, right? But if you don't get your shit together, it really makes more sense. Like if you get your shit together and get into married to a traditional wife, it's a double load of work because English may not be the first language or they cannot speak much English. The only English they know is the bed sex. That's the only thing you guys put together, making babies, that's it. But if you don't have that continuity of that building yourself to earn more and better, it's very difficult. I was very fortunate that I picked on this field. I was fortunate that my partner was the one who drifted me to change my field. So that's why I say I'm not 100% disagreeing with her, but I'm saying that a man should change at that moment of the process. That's why the Leveson theory, it's very strong emphasis on an individual after you turn 18, I think to all the way to your 35 years old is where your apprentice stage. You need to learn, you got to seek mentor, guide you right direction, how to make money, how to invest, or X, Y, and Z, or learn trade, whatever how it is. That's what I'm trying to say right now. I'm not here to say what's good and what's bad, but she has a really good point on this.